So a big difference, not third world anymore. I get, a regular apartment that's carpeted, that has a microwave and a working shower that's warm, an oven, like all this kind of stuff. Cabinets to put stuff in, a bed, like a really nice bed. It's a big difference. Not to mention that this is one of the first missions that ended up using iPads. So instead of me carrying around a huge thing of Books of Mormon and all these pamphlets, I had everything on my iPad. So big difference, big change. In Santa Rosa, California, my first area there was Rohnert Park, which is just below Santa Rosa. And I came in halfway through a transfer, and so I had a companion only for 3 weeks, and during those 3 weeks, it was a big change. I didn't realize everything that was going on. So comparing missions, in El Salvador, the missions were so far apart, not the missions, the areas were so far apart that you rarely saw other missionaries. Here, you saw other missionaries all the time. So it was a big difference. And it was surprising how much easier it was for missionaries to be disobedient in this mission than it was in El Salvador. I had a companion later in my new mission that experienced the same thing that I did, sort of. He got sick and had to come home and switch missions. But he took it this way, as in sometimes, over out of the country, like you're in these places where, there's really nothing to do. There's no you don't have a car to drive you to a place. Like all you can really do in that mission is do missionary work. There's not a lot of other specific activities that you can do that will really be considered disobedient. Like there's nothing to do but work over there. But in this mission, there's a lot more temptation in that way to be disobedient. So I got into a zone where a lot of the elders are pretty disobedient, and I learned that I learned a big lesson that despite how disobedient missionaries can be, it's not okay to tolerate it, and it's better to let someone know about it, especially the mission president. And so because of me, over a period of time, I shouldn't have let it progress the way it did with some of these missionaries, because with being disobedient, it's just a matter of time where it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so something happened to where some missionaries got up in the middle of the night and ended up taking a trip to the beach. And I didn't find out until the next morning about it, and it got to the point where I had enough, and because of me, the mission president found out, and these missionaries got disciplined, and so did I. I got disciplined with it too. But through the example that I had set, despite what had happened, some other missionaries had gotten the courage to, speak out and say, hey, this isn't cool, with other missionaries, to be able to fix the problems that were going on. And so during that period of time, like I learned a lot, and the big difference it is between different missions.